Greetings, and welcome to another video. And we are back in the series of me reacting to training scenes and montages from different movies, specifically martial arts training. But today we have a special one because this is one of my all-time favorite movies. Ip Man 2. Now, the Ip Man movies don't really have that much training shown in it because, well, by the start of the first movie, Ip Man's already a master. And since he does Wing Chun, being a master in that makes him stronger than everyone else because the movie says so. I have no doubt he was an amazing fighter, but that's the only real problem I have with these movies. Except for when they're able to give someone enough ability to be a challenge. Now, this scene comes from Ip Man 2. I didn't include anything from the first Ip Man because, well, this is the most iconic of the series. Well, the first one's arguably more iconic, but the one is my favorite. So, yeah. Now we're actually starting a bit before, the actual training scene happens. So, because this is because it goes from the scene of him meeting most of his students immediately into the training, and it starts with a fight scene. So, and I'm going to, break down some. Might even break down some of the Wing Chun if I see anything particularly interesting. I like how he just lets them know it won't be necessary. Pak Sao into a neck strike, but he pulls it just before it actually hits him. If you actually take a shot right here, you are going down. It cuts off your ability to breathe, and you kind of need that to do anything. Textbook Wing Chun. All I really have to say about that is Donnie Yen is awesome. I can't wait to see him in the new John Wick. He's the only person I say can take Keanu and not be boring when doing it. Okay, and now on to and sorry about the dialogue. I can only find it in the Cantonese version. Okay. Okay, this is very common with traditional martial arts, drilling the techniques on air. Now, something that I've actually, I remember a boxer once asking me why we do that, and there's a lot of reasons. Get better, observation of the techniques. It helps, build your balance if the technique requires anything that, will at any point of it cause you to be off balance, like kicking. It helps improve accuracy. Because you have to have better control to get in the right place. And also it gives better control of your body while doing it. Plus, it's a lot cheaper than buying equipment, and it's a lot safer than doing it on a person. And they don't exactly have heavy bag right here, but they do have this thing that I don't know what it is, but it's essentially just one of those pads that people hold in MMA or Muay Thai gyms. And this is something that I really like. The instructor actually explaining the principles for the techniques while teaching them. Because once you understand the principles, it actually becomes really easy to understand the techniques. Wing Chun's big thing is that simultaneously attacking and defending, with the techniques working as both. That, and also the fact that they don't teach blocking because they focus on parry instead because it's more opportunistic. That's not really a training thing. It's just a detail that I like. That I think a lot of people could benefit explain with teaching their students. That's the chain punch, Wing Chun's most iconic move. Okay, that's a thing that you see in Wing Chun and even in other martial arts implementing it. I believe he has a lot of people just call it sticky hands. Basically it's a blocking and punching drill where you practice the techniques for their intended purpose, moving the hand out of the way, and throwing the other hand. Wing Chun has a lot of moves devoted to just getting your hand on the inside of them, so you can get past the guard to get that move out. Which is funny because they actually have a pretty good counter for guards as is. They do vertical fists only, and because of that, they go directly through a lot of people's guards. If you ever hit a boxer with one, they hate it. Okay, more students showing up. He realizes that his first student brought these people, and he's glad because he needs the money because his family is poor. Well, in the movie, he was very rich in real life. Okay, I'm hesitant to say call that Wing Chun. I'm pretty sure that I think Wing Chun has sidekicks, but that looked more karate or taekwondo to me. I don't know. My knowledge on Wing Chun, I've practiced it before, but I'm definitely not an authority on it. I'm mostly. A decent chunk of my Wing Chun knowledge was self-taught. Some of it was taught by an actual person who knows Wing Chun, but. Okay. Yeah, that's actually really nice. Sparring. Now, Wing Chun is actually a really great martial art, but the only reason why it gets such a bad rep is because people who do Wing Chun don't spar. Let me use an example. Donnie Yen could take almost any person in the world in a fist fight, and he really has grown to like Wing Chun over the years. But if you don't think he can't actually fight because he's a movie star, allow me to point you to someone you might know, maybe not. He's not that famous. Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva is often considered the greatest MMA fighter ever. And Wing Chun, he actually practiced Wing Chun a lot. There are actually compilations all over YouTube of him using Wing Chun techniques that look exactly like the textbook versions. Now, Wing Chun, it's great, and if you actually spar using the techniques, they work really well. Myself, there are quite a few techniques from Wing Chun that I personally like. I like doing, I think it's Pak Sao, that's a inside parry to the outside. Bong Sao, that's like this, an elbow block. I actually have grown to use this one quite a lot. And of course, I really like doing the vertical fists and, specifically one combo, where I think it's Chi Sao? I'm not entirely sure. I sometimes mix up names, but it's where you where you reach it to their guard, pull their hand down, and throw a punch out. So it's nice to know that man has his students sparring because that's how you make Wing Chun work. It's how you make any martial art work. Okay, this is the wooden dummy. I can't remember the Chinese name for it, but I actually have no experience using this one. I wonder why. Maybe something to do with the fact that they cost over $500 at the minimum. I would love to train with one, but funny enough, that version that design that he's using, actually in real life generally costs around $1,000. Just so that you know. But yeah, this is great. It allows you to practice the techniques in rapid succession with kinesthetic feedback. Basically, you're actually hitting something with it. And if you don't have a person to drill it with, this is just as good. Plus, you can hit this thing a lot harder than you can a person because you're not worried about hurting it, like you would a person. Also, a bit of conditioning to the hands. Plus, there's a striking surface to hit with your hands. So, okay, that was a roundhouse kick. That's not Wing Chun. Okay, he's feeling the pain. I actually don't remember what he said here, and I don't speak Cantonese. Okay, that was the training scene from Ip Man 2, and now let's move into the training scene from Ip Man 1. Okay, now you got the scene from Ip Man 1, and now I'm going to show the scenes leading up to the training montage, because just so that you have a better understanding of why he's teaching them, because motivation puts a lot into these training montages. Okay. Oh, and sorry again that it's still in Cantonese, but hey, we got the subtitles this time. Funny enough, Wing Chun take out the Wing Chun dummy. It's actually a very cheap martial art to teach. There's a reason why people say martial arts is a poor man's sport. Okay, teaching the basics of Wing Chun. Funny enough, a lot of people actually say you should, in Wing Chun, don't fight in this stance. They just train in this stance because it's good for, work, improving your ability to train. Okay, partner drills. These are all great. Okay, that's funny, but this is actually a philosophy that I really like. Everyone at regular intervals, you just stop what you're doing, throw through a few repetitions of whatever technique it is that you're trying. Then throughout the day, you'll have done a large amount of that technique, and as a result, you'll get better at it. It's kind of like that Bruce Lee philosophy where it's better to have done one kick 10,000 times than 10,000 kicks once. I don't even know if there are 10,000 different ways of kicking. I always thought that quote was ridiculous, but repetition, and all that. I honestly think a lot of Bruce Lee quotes are not as important as people say, but. Yeah. But that was the training scenes in the first two Ip Man movies, and as far as I know, it's the only real training scenes in the series. So yeah, unfortunately, then the Ip Man series. Now, how would I rate these montages? Well, they're both pretty repetitive. The second one I liked more. Well, the second movie, I liked that one more. Yeah, but okay. In terms of the content of the montage, yeah, they both were pretty. Yeah, were pretty good. Yeah, showed some decent Wing Chun. The first one showed better. Honestly, showed better Wing Chun, since the second one added in techniques that weren't in Wing Chun, like the roundhouse kick. But overall, yeah, yeah, the Wing Chun in the first one was better. The second one was okay. That being, other than that, what else was there? The pacing of both the montages felt about the same, and the music in both was honestly not the best, but for the way thing the methods what they were trying to do with the montages, it worked. It fit pretty well. Overall, I'll give the montage for Ip Man 1 a solid 4 out of 10. It's a good showing of the passage of time in their training, but not really memorable. Apart from the funny moment where a guy accidentally accidentally throws some ink at another guy's face. And for the training montage of Ip Man 2, as much as I love this movie, I'm gonna have to give it a 6 out of 10. It's nothing special. It's a good montage, a good memorable moment for the movie, and a good way of showing the development of characters characters between scenes. Plus, it showed some realistic training. Oh, but that being said, that's it for the training of the Ip Man movies. If there are any movies that you particularly want to see me cover the training montages of, let me know in the comments